Well, this is where I live. My property goes back here, about 14 acres. It's a little trail. So I like to walk here in the snow, see what new trees are falling down and what animals are coming through. Nice thing about the snow is it's like having the trail camera in. It shows where the coyotes are coming from, where the deer are coming from, and where they're going. Sometimes you see some footprints of critters that you don't typically run into. You see there's a lot of trees that fall down around here. Whoa, shit. On a hole. Another one. That's okay. Usually cut those up, make some firewood. Well, at this point I like to stop. A lot of times the deer will let you walk right past, but if you stop, I don't like that. You get up and start running. Here we go. Some tracks coming through here. We got here. Looks like one deer. He's coming this way. Good size. I don't pretend to know if it was a buck or a doe, but oh yeah, here we go. So this is a trail that I made through here, and the deer like it just as much as I do. I made this little trail, and I found the most gradual incline I could to get to the top of my property. Yeah, there's a few deer came through here, some little ones. I'm always amazed when I think about people who cleared land, you know, with horses, ox, and pulleys. And so I have a 50 horsepower tractor, and just the amount of work it takes to get something done, get one stump out of the ground is incredible. But our ancestors did it. Just freak work ethic, and they didn't have any distractions either. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this, but maybe someone will post what their property is like. So I'm still on my land, by the way, which I never get tired of. Yeah, see? Deer don't like walking through the nasty shit either if they don't have to. So a lot of this is, I'm on like a slope. Then I have about 3 or 4 acres up top here that are pretty flat. And if I ever need some additional pasture land, so a bunch of deer came through here. This is all from last night too, it just snowed. But if I need some additional flat pasture land someday, and hopefully I do, you can get to work. There goes a hawk. Top of this hill, it flattens out. There's my stand. Haven't got a deer out of there yet, but I only shoot the bucks anyway. Well, I only shoot at the bucks, I should say. It's almost the top here. Basically, it's a bunch of woods. And we're almost to the back end. Maybe give someone a sense of what 14 acres looks like, how big it is. If anyone watches to the end of this, I'll be amazed. Another trail. There's a stone wall in there where that orange ribbon is. That's one border of my property. This path here, this trail, is the boundary between my property, my neighbor's property, and the town conservation land. Well, I didn't find anything too exciting. No big trees fell over. A bunch of little ones did. And that's good. Same few deer come through here. Anyway, I'm a city kid, and somebody wanted to give me a ridiculous amount of money for my house in the city, and I was able to make a few bucks and buy some land out here, and I love it, but still learning a lot. Made some mistakes when I first got here. Cleared some land, pulled some stumps up, and piled them too close to the wetlands down the lower part of my property. Oh, this is the back. There's a wall in here. That's the back end of my property. Then the Conservation Commission came and gave me a stern talking to. Could have been worse from what I hear, so I won't complain too much. But it bothers me that I can't pile some stumps in the buffer zone of the wetlands. But if a tree blows over in the wetlands, I also can't harvest that tree. Basically, I can't do anything within 50 feet of the wetlands. I need permission to do anything within 100 feet of the wetlands. So luckily that's only a couple acres of the 14 that qualifies as wet. But it's, you know, Massachusetts for you. Now the woods goes a ways in this direction. You can go for a mile or two of just woods that way. And then this guy, after I moved in, puts a house in here, nice house. And there's another big section of woods in between that house and a little neighborhood, a few hundred yards that way. Maybe 600-700 yards. Then there's a big section straight ahead. And then, I don't think anybody's gonna watch this, but we're still walking on my property, so like I said, anybody who's looking at land who maybe is wondering how big, you know, a piece of property is, trying to conceptualize that. Well, we just took a walk around basically 8 or 9 acres. This back part of my property here. And it took about 10 minutes to do that, so. Now we're back in the lower part. And there's a stone wall there. So, anyway. I can't think of anything interesting to say. Oh, and another tree stand right here. Only a few hundred yards away from my other tree stand, but you know, with a bow especially, it makes a big difference. We can only use shotgun here. So, I actually have 2 people hunt this property and not be 100% in each other's way. But that's usually my bow stand right there. There's where my footprint started. I started going up that hill. Anyway, if you made it this far, you must be like me and just like watching weird videos that people post. Well, have a nice day.